Welcome to all the people who are joining us for the first time. It's difficult for us to work out exactly who all the first timers are. The way these sessions usually work, though, is we talk about what may have happened in the spiritual community over the last, let's say, 2 weeks between one meeting and the next, because sometimes there's earthquakes, there's solar flares, there's wildfires, there's goodness knows what, portals in shopping centers. You never know what's going on in this community. So we like to talk about, look, some of those things that have been on the news, things that perhaps have come up for Roxy and myself, particularly because we're doing sessions every single day. We're meeting a lot of light workers. We're running the course, which is constantly changing and evolving. And we give an update on that sort of thing. And in each and every one of these meetings, we then roll into some sort of work. Now, guys, if you're here, I don't need to explain what a light worker is. I don't need to explain what even work is, but I'll explain it anyway for the first timers. The work would be the work on ourselves, right? One of the first things that we all get to the point of in this community is realizing that we're all a work in progress, right? It's like sometimes the more work you've done, the more you realize there's still little intricacies and tricks to it. And you might really think you've progressed so far, and then something just happens and you're like, I thought I'd worked on this pattern, right? I thought I'd really felt into this emotion and cleared it and seen what it was trying to teach me on my soul's journey. And then sure enough, whatever it is, my sister was a bitch yesterday, or my work colleague was so unreasonable, or this happened or that happened. And instead of going, well, it's them, they've got the problem, we're at this stage where we realize whatever happens to you in your life is all about you. It's an opportunity for you to see something in yourself, because if you're getting triggered, if you're getting upset by it, then we need to work on it. If someone was unreasonable, rude, etc., and you went, oh, poor them, they've got issues, and it didn't even affect you, it's all about them. But if you're like, oh, that person, they're such an ass, right? Or whatever it is. If you get triggered, if you go to react rather than respond, there's an issue there. So in these fortnightly, every 2 week meetups, we'll talk about the personal work. So that's working on those issues, helping you to understand yourself, your triggers, your emotional stuff, and move towards more and more being the observer of yourself, responding rather than reacting, getting out of your head into your heart. That's what I mean by the personal work. Then we do the planet work. Roxy, you can explain the planet work.
Yeah, so generally we are governed by our guides and our higher self, and of course source, and we get a knowing, a drop in of information as to what we're going to be working on in the every 2 weekly catch up. And sometimes it's a guided meditation for healing, like Pete suggested. Sometimes it's a light mission. And in the light mission, we're doing work for the world, for the planet Earth, for Mother Gaia, for humanity. And this could be you remote viewing and channeling and being the conduit of energy for the Earth in certain areas, clearing pollution, clearing up density. Everything is energy, and we're all learning this. And it's an opportunity for you to go to the pineal and gift gym when you are coming and being of service in this moment. So normally we'll do a light mission. Some other times we'll do a extraterrestrial galactic activation, and lots of other goodies. So if you want to excel and you want to elevate, this is us giving back to the community in this way here. And a few of you have come in as a gift from us to you, and this is a gift to give back and balance the energy, because in the universe we have to share our blessings and pass them through as we receive for flow to continue. Otherwise, energy gets stuck and held. And it's not the reason why we're doing it. We're also trying to help elevate those light workers that are keen, that maybe don't have money to spend on the course. This is an opportunity for you to come here and activate your gifts and abilities in this highly elevated group. And a lot of the people in this group are light workers, way showers that have really done the inner work and have done courses with us into the galactic and have learned how to remote view to the galactic ship, to talk telepathically with extraterrestrial beings, and really have a deeper multi-dimensional connection with themselves and with their star family and then their oversoul family. So it's about dropping the blinkers and really opening up to our multidimensional self, and every single person can do this. It's not just us. We have to do the inner healing work, yes, to drop the density, and then we can remote view and have these out-of-body experiences, by choice, not by coincidence, but by really taking our power back and realizing what we are. We become this light body, this remembrance of our old soul and the capabilities of our soul, how we can come in and out of our body by choice. Okay. And in this group, this is really what it's about. It's about really elevating our multidimensional self together and learning from each other. Sometimes at the end, after our light mission or our meditation, we'll open the floor for people to ask questions and to, and for us to help you. So there might be a moment where you don't know why this bad relationship keeps coming to you, or why you can't find love, or why you can't let go of anger or control or whatever it might be. And the group here, we can help you see maybe where the root cause is in your childhood, where it all links back to. There's an answer for every single thing that happens in your life. Everything in your life is a message and a blessing from the beautiful divine creator. And your higher self is like the soul sitting on top of the mountaintop, trying to help you see the future, but your boots on the ground and you can only see this, level of consciousness here right now. But your higher self is trying to show you. So we're going to try and tap into your higher self in this moment and ask what these issues are, so the mental human self can understand what that is. And normally we'll take 2 or 3 of those at the end just to help the community elevate and heal.
Because we can all learn from other people's perspectives. And I'm sure there's a lot of you here, especially the ones that are new, you don't have many people to talk to about this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, for those of you who are alone, it's in this journey, so to speak, in terms of, let's say, your family, some people, even their partner, they can't talk about this sort of stuff. Their work colleagues, they can't talk about this sort of stuff. So, there is the Galactic Ambassadors chat group as well. You can bring up issues, things that are going on, ask questions within the group. And there's probably people who, are in your part of the world. Like the group's growing more and more. I was talking to a lady yesterday from Turkey. I've spoken to people from really interesting parts of the world, Mauritius more recently. And then, of course, there are people who live within 20 minutes drive from my house. And we're all, here on these calls, connecting at this level and just being a support for one another, to let you guys know that it's okay, right? It's all right. Yes, you're not normal. Yeah, you're into weird stuff, right? All those people that go, something wrong with them, or you guys are weird. What's going on? You know what? It's like, who wants to be normal, guys, right? It's like normal's done. Like, we realize that there's more going on. It's like when you're awake, yes, you know what's going on out there, but you're also awake to what's going on in here. You acknowledge that you've actually even got a soul, that you're a soul who's down here having an experience and a journey to learn something. That in itself is a massive breakthrough. So to just be in a little community like that, where everyone kind of at least acknowledges that we've got a soul, or we're here and we're on a mission trying to help the collective consciousness of the planet, I think is not to be overlooked.
And I guess that leads us into the role of a light worker, right? Reminding you all that you're here, you're a light worker. I had a friend that came and visited us before Christmas, and they were seeing a psychologist down here, and they dropped in. It's not by coincidence, and I gave him all of the root cause within a space of 10 minutes that they'd been working on for 12 months with a psychologist. And I'm not trying to in any egoic way, but
it's not medical advice.
No, it's not medical advice. But she just said to me, "Do you think I'm a light worker?" I said, "The fact that you guys are even looking at your emotions and working out why you've got anxiety, and this anxiety keeps surfacing, but you can't ever get to the bottom, the root cause of it. It's certainly a light worker." And I believe that everyone's a light worker in their own capacity. Everyone's a soul of source and a spark of the divine. And whether or not they wake up in this lifetime, there was a lot of probabilities. There was a lot of timelines. Source and the mission was to send down a variety of different opportunities, because a lot of people have free will here. So they might have gone off on another road before they had the awakening, right? And we can see that in people. You probably all have friends and families that you've gone, they're a light worker, but they have no idea they are, and let them open and activate in their divine timing. So if you're here on the call, you're certainly a light worker, and you're here to pave the way. This has never been done before. Okay, so we've gone down from Atlantis in vibration, and we've gone from the 5D frequency, where we had all the beautiful gifts and abilities, and probably levitations and moving through portals and manifesting things, and in materializing pyramids and all different types of things. And we've dropped the frequency down. Our consciousness and the vibration, the rate of vibration as a collective, has slowed down into third dimension. The earth now is somewhere in fourth dimension, moving her way up, and we're to follow her. And you're a beacon of light that incarnated and take what resonates, please, when we speak. Always watch what we share through your own heart compass. There's always different perspectives. But what we believe is we've all come back incarnated into this planet, into bodies, to activate more light frequency scattered all around the world to help the earth project upwards. And we are a way shower. We've never gone back up before. So you're paving the way. So imagine you with the machete carving the trees through the Amazon jungle, right? That jungle's thick. And it's scary out there. It's scary to face the fears. It's scary to let go of the old and walk through the jungle and pave the way. Yes, it is. But you are brave. You're an old soul. That's why you're here. So keep paving the path forward. Take a leap of faith and be different, because that's what we have to be, because we volunteered to become this, to be these people. And together in this group, that's what this is about, paving the way and helping each other through the jungle. Because guess what? The masses have to tramp through that path soon. They're coming behind us. This year is a massive year. 2024, massive. We just keep getting so much. And I'll share a download that I got last week. And it was the analogy that we're going to be taken like a rocket ship. and the rocket is getting prepared right now. It's at the plant. It's getting prepared with its rocket fuel. And look what's happened. X-class is off the sun. Day one of this year. Pretty impressive. I love it. It's like, yeah, baby, let's go. That rocket fuel is coming in hot. And it will explain the rocket fuel and the X-class and this analogy in a later class if you don't know, and I can certainly send you a video. But it's basically the sun giving us energy to elevate the consciousness and the humans on this planet. So then we're having this, disclosure come out. Is it a false flag? The aliens in Miami Mall. Okay, hot topic in the spiritual community right now. I did a video on it yesterday, and Jason Shirker just did a live on it as well. But like, we're on day 10 of this year in Australia, okay, 9 for America. But 10 days into 2024, we're rocket fueling already, okay? There's lots of spikes in energy. Schumann resonant yesterday was 64. Normally the Earth vibrating at 7.82 hertz, okay? And it's up at 64 hertz. Like, we are shifting and changing. So if you're not already on the healing train, you're about to go deeply into the trenches. Okay. So if you're feeling these emotions, the energy is helping you to activate more light codes within your body and clear out that energy. And the other part of the download was by June is like, they gave me this analogy of a champagne bottle, and the pressure of the champagne, and we probably had some champagne over Christmas. That's probably why they're talking to me in this language. But it's like the pressure of the champagne cork can't sustain the pressure anymore inside, and it blasts right open. And this is the analogy of the souls that are asleep, that are kind of sitting on the fence. These ones, there's a few, a few million sitting on the fence, trying to like look the other way and pretend, work. Yeah, we'll buy another house. Oh, we'll go on a holiday, just distract ourselves from what's really going on. These ones, they're about to be blasted open between now and June. And it's all good because we've paved the way through the Amazon jungle, and they've got a path to follow. They've got some anchors. They've got some role models, you guys, light workers, to support their evolution, okay? And this is your role. You've done the work. You've been aware of this information. Yeah, maybe you've tapped into all the deep state stuff, the Cabal stuff. That's good and well, and it served you on that radio station. But we need to take a step up off that radio station and focus on your elevation. Focus on blessings. This big part of blessings that's just been activated for me over the last couple of weeks, and we've been really deeply going into blessings. And I'll share it with you because you might want to implement it into your own world, into your own life, into your own brain and heart. And this is where in the Rays of Light, the rabbi, okay, it's a text released by the TLS, Jason Shirker's material. And the rabbi talks about giving blessings, and it constantly is blessing everyone that he comes in contact with. Now, there's two separate radio vibrations here. One where we've been treading on gratitude, okay? Being grateful. Thank you, divine. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for giving me this, this type of mentality. Now moving to a higher frequency again of blessing. So taking command over your world, over your universe, and blessing yourself, blessing everyone that you come in contact with, like this. In your mind, I give you blessings today for, beautiful reward on everything that you do on your journey. I wish for Pete to step into his power and really feel his solar plexus and the purpose why he's here for his mission, and feeling that confidence that he's never felt before to really spark. And I give him that blessing and all the love in the world for that to go. And at night, as I'm falling to sleep, I'm doing this, right? My children, give them the blessing that they're happy and well and at peace and successful in things that they do, and happy in the things that they do, and not bored in life. Give them the peace and the love and nurturing that they need. And I'm sending this projection. So this is on a higher radio station than we've ever connected to before. This is an upper world knowledge and wisdom, right? So I encourage you, to feel into this if it feels right for you. Every person we connect with, the person at the shopping, the grocery store, the guy at the fuel station, like, telepathically give them a blessing when you walk away after the transaction. Give that person blessing and wellness and happiness, deep love in a nice relationship, right? And we don't need to tell the world about this. That's the ego trying to, have the last, look at me say thing. But like, let's just do this on autopilot. Okay, because this is where we need to get to anchor more higher frequency light. It's a higher vibration. So who likes the idea of blessings? Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Claudia. Good. Hands up. That's wonderful. So it's a new tool that you can implement into your life. We're certainly doing it, and we're feeling so much. We're just dwelling in a love bubble with this blessing because we're giving. And this is the part of service to self that resides in 3D. And it's a natural progression of a light worker, a soul on the ascension journey, to move into service to others. It's a strong desire. So if you're not there yet, that's okay. But one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, I've got to help the world. How can I help? This blessing tool is something that you can implement.
Because, of course, you're using the two tools of manifestation. Okay, laws that you guys know. Ask and you shall receive. Give and you shall receive. First, usually people ask, oh my goodness, can the meeting please go well? Oh my goodness, can this get together with the family please run smoothly? Oh my goodness, can I please get this job, get this deal? That'd be good. Oh, hang on, I've got to pretend like it's already happened. Oh, thank you that it's going to go well, right? You know, that sort of thing. But then you move to that next level when you then are giving that out to other people. Because remember, you can't give away what you don't have. So in the process of giving that, you're demonstrating to the universe that you are that. Particularly if you are the opposite to that, if you move into that state of feeling it and being it, to be able to understand it and give it to others, it's very, very powerful. So the giving of blessings is, you know, we talk about New Year's resolutions, Roxy and I, made lots of decisions of what we're going to do differently this year. That's one of them that we're going to be implementing, along with a lot of other things. And guys, I really feel like this is where you take, let's say, being a light worker, where you're kind of awake and you know what's going on and you're working on yourself. You take it to the next level, which I would say is a light warrior. And what the warrior does is doesn't just sit back and watch. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people who are awake and doing the work and they're watching at the moment and they feel like,
waiting.
Yeah, I'd like to do something. I'd like to be of service. So when we take the inspiration and we turn it into action, even in the smallest ways, perhaps for you, other ways you might be stretching yourself. But when you take action, I really feel like that's taking the inspiration of the light worker and turning it into the light warrior, because the inspiration in action helps to really create the change. So that's another one of our resolutions. We're going to take even more action this year.
The word is massive action. And massive action could just be for you giving blessings to every single person that you, like, if you're not even doing that, this could be your massive action to help the globe and to help humanity. It's such an easy, simple thing that no one needs to even know about and can be very powerful, right? Sending someone love and blessings. You're sending the world, source, yourself. We're all connected. So at the end of the day, yes, give blessings to the planet. Give blessings to the water, to your food. Command it, help elevate you. So we're not in a begging energy of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gracias, gracias, gracias. We're in a commanding effort because we have to step up now. This is where we're going. We have to be that light warrior and step up, take massive action. And that's what we're implementing. And we're sharing this, not to tell you what to do, but to help you be inspired to take what resonates in your own world, in your own way, and do what you please with it. So a couple of mentions for this year. We are taking a group of people to Costa Rica again in October. There's plenty of time for prep for that. So if you want to learn more about that trip, dates haven't been set, but it's set for October. Pete and I will be boots on the ground. We'll be taking people over to Costa Rica to a place called Rhythmia Life Advancement Center. Just a little Inner Circle Knowing. We've done a movie on the medicine, helping to educate everyone all about the medicine. And it's a beautiful journey, a very raw journey, where we film ourselves in a vlogger style over in Costa Rica doing the medicine and how it broke us down to rebuild us back up. And so it's a very moving movie, and we're very proud of it. We're very proud of sharing the medicine. It's in us to share the medicine because we know that the medicine is truly going to help people heal and help them ascend this lifetime in this body. So we'll be releasing more information about that. The movie is released on Unified TV on the 22nd of February. So we just thought we'd share that since you're on the inner circle now, and be sure to be looking that out. We'll share some trailers in the next couple of weeks with you guys on the share record screen, so you can get all excited with us before the launch. Yeah. And the other thing that's coming up is Jason Shirker is coming to Australia. We're going to an event at Sippy Downs here on the Sunshine Coast. It's on the 29th of January. We'll be doing we'll do some lives on our Instagram. So for you guys over in the States, you'll get to see us and him in the same room, which will be exciting. For anyone that's on the Sunshine Coast, you're welcome to join. I've sent a link out on our social medias to buy tickets. We're not making any money out of it. It's just supporting a local EE centre, Aussie Quantum Healing, that have opened up the Bower Tree. They've got a big venue. So we're going to try and make it the best event here in Australia for Jason. That's the intention. And we'll be boots on the ground there to meet and greet other people as well if you feel called. Yeah.
Yep.
What else?
Going to the States in March.
Yep, to the transformation event
in Florida.
Yep. So anyone that wants to dial in on the live stream, that's available now. And if you want a ticket to the live event, you've got to get in quick. We'll be there, and it'll be great to see you guys there in Florida, Orlando, if you can make it. If not, we'll catch up with you in the flesh, I'm sure, in a future time when it's right. Yeah. So today we're going to be doing a meditation, and generally, guys, our kind of structure of these Galactic Ambassadors for the newbies is like chat first, go into a meditation, and then a little bit of sharing at the end and questioning. So we'll be moving into our meditation now. When we do the meditation, we turn down the cameras so there's no distortion in the energy. We invite you to be very comfortable. So like maybe laying down or sitting up if you fall asleep, and a blankie. Today we're going to be tapping into some future timelines for you. I thought it might be a nice gift. I love this so much. I love walking through portals and asking my higher self to show me what's about to happen. I'm a little sneak to see surprises, but it's also like a beautiful thing to see what your higher self has got installed for you. So what we're going to do is I'll guide a meditation where we walk through a couple of portals. We'll receive some beautiful knowings. Perhaps, we have to really walk through these and see or feel what the energy is showing us, but let go, not attach to it. Because if we try and make something happen, it's just going to resist and keep walking away from us, right? So we have a little peek behind the veil, and we store it in the back of our mind, and then we kind of know that something great's coming and just tune into the feeling or the vibration of it already happening, because everything's happening already simultaneously. It's only us that believe that this is like now, the future, the past, but everything's actually playing out all live right now. It's a bit tricky to get your head around that one, but yeah. So setting the intentions, we did that last year in December of what we want to manifest. But now we're going to open the floor to the divine and to your higher self to show you a projection. Okay. So it's kind of like the Miami malls, and we'll talk about that before we do the meditation, actually. The Miami malls, this Project Bluebeam, where they have holographic technology that projects of like a projector, like the old school drive-in theaters. You want to think about it like that on a screen. So they've got this technology to make a 3D image, let's say in the air, or a being, make it look like a human being. It's a projection, right? And so this technology is used, and it has been used before, many times, you know, sometimes for negative purposes and sometimes for positive purposes. But, you know, we feel we've all heard of that Project Bluebeam, where it's a holographic technology used to create some sort of perception in order to make people believe that there's something out there coming to get us. And Ray talks about this in the disclosure program about a potential agenda rolling out to create more fear, because UFOs and ETs are a threat to people that carry the biggest wealth on this planet. They've got advanced technology that will basically eradicate oil, you know, wars, and all of a sudden we become as one. The awakening community at this time is the biggest threat to the deep state, okay? And potentially this could be this Miami Mall incident. And for anyone that's trying to catch up with what I'm saying, if you haven't looked into this, because it's not being televised. It's not in all the news agencies' TV stations, and that's strange because it's a fear tactic. So it's weird. So it's like a reverse engineered fear technique to create misinformation from the awakening community. So a lot of the awakening community are echoing this information. So what happened was the Miami Mall, there was a fight that broke out between some teenagers, fireworks coming off. And then in this mix, the police cars are coming, 50 police cars or more, which is strange. And it could have been a mass shooting. Yep, that might have been what it sounded like. But then all of a sudden, portals were materialized in the mall.
So these are the reports.
These are the reports. Eyewitnesses are saying they could have been actors. Let's keep everything open. We're not saying one thing or another thing. But then there was beings that had blurry faces coming out of the portals. 10-foot beings.
These are the reports.
They're the reports. So let's just take what you feel that resonates for you and leave the rest. But this is already starting, okay? So this maybe this agenda of Project Bluebeam is starting. You know, there's a lot of cameras in the supermarket, so why don't we have video footage? You know, people have iPhones, why don't we have video footage or a picture of the portal? You know, Elizabeth April, if you follow her, she's remote viewed in and said, yes, our frequency is higher now, and that's why the beings are visible to our human eye. You know, there's a lot of different perspectives. So right now, don't decide on what you believe. Just keep it open, I would recommend, because we're in for a big explosive year of disclosure. And, you know, we've got to remember there's an election at the end of the year, right? So if the deep state, they have to create a problem in order to create a solution. And here's the solution with this presidency here, you know, like these things are programming, and we're becoming we're seeing behind the veil and seeing all of this now. So who's nodding here? Does anyone?
I know we're not allowed to talk about politics, but you know,
we don't talk about politics.
We'll send Joe Biden in to fix everything up. Hey?
My son, he said, sleepy Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
We
didn't even know the boys listened to it. But
that's what they know. That's what they know him as. But anyway, so that's what happened. And there's a lot of talk about it. But be mindful that the deep state, they own all the news channels. So why isn't it televised on the news channels? Okay, it's a trick. So be mindful of the tricks. They're very, very smart. It's a possible trick. And we've just got to be sloppy joes, anyone. We've just got to be mindful to hold the frequency and not fall into any fear agendas, okay? So just be really mindful that these technologies, the deep state have these technologies, these holographic technologies, and we've got to be mindful of what feels. That's why it's so important to have your heart compass open. That's why it's so important to elevate and use your own discernment, because we, the people, have to read the energy, not be told it's something. Take our power back and be knowing that we're the old soul. We're the powerful ones that are here to help change and break these belief systems, okay? And help the others behind us to understand and hold this frequency. There you go. That's the talk on that. So now we'll move into meditation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
Well, look, if you take away the guesses and you go to what's fact at the moment, the rate of vibration of the planet does influence consciousness. So in other words, when Roxy talks about the Schumann resonance, when she talks about the solar flares going off and the normal vibration of the planet being at 7.82 hertz, when we get Schumann resonance consistently at 64 hertz, what that does is it's exposing humans, it's exposing the planet to a higher level of vibration. And that higher level of vibration, periodically, for some people, is a bit like the full moon affecting some people. You know, they talk about, oh, lots of people are crazy tonight because there's a full moon and the full moon's sending them crazy, right? That principle about how that full moon can influence the wolves, the dogs, the person, etc., is a little bit like the same principle of the Schumann resonance being high affecting a person. Now, I've had moments where the Schumann resonance being high has meant I've had loads of energy. I actually can't sleep very well at night. I'm awake. I feel like I could be up doing work. I've felt very positive, very connected, really good. I have had other times, depending on where I am, I guess on my ebbs and flows of my journey, where I have been cranky, irritable, like I've been in a bit of a mood, and I can't for the life of me really think about anything that I'm stressed about, something that's happened that I'm like not addressing, and I don't know what's up. And then I find out that the Schumann resonance has been really, really high. And so for me, it's magnifying some sort of feeling in there in me, or some sort of like emotion that I need to go and have a look at. And the solar flares work in a similar way, but differently, to the Schumann resonance, in that the sun pulsing off these solar flares. And if you can look, we actually subscribe to spaceweather.com. They send us a text message, and that's how we find out what the solar flares are. It's not like weirdoscience.com. It's like, you know, a NASA type thing where they measure the radiation, and it's like, these are the figures and this is what the numbers are, and they're expected to affect the internet or radio communication, and like they say what this flare could influence and which parts of the world. Sometimes it's Europe, sometimes it's, you know, Asian Pacific where we are, the United States, etc. So understanding that, guys, what you can understand is that if you look at a graph, there is an increase in that sort of activity. There's an increase in the Schumann resonance. There's an increase in the solar flares. There also seems to be a lot of rumbling and churning within the planet itself. You've been hearing about the earthquakes being up, the severity of storms, like where we are in Queensland, Australia, record-breaking rainfall since they started doing records. You know, we're only 200 years old, but record-breaking rainfall in December. Like, amazing. Could be a coincidence. All of it could be. But what one field of thought relating this to Miami Mall for a moment could possibly be is that all that energy hitting the earth is making the veil thinner. So for those of you who have noticed, your dreams are more vivid, your messages from your guides are stronger, your feeling of connection is intensified, or for those of you that have been feeling an increase within you of a feeling of something is coming, feeling like, gosh, we feel like something's going to happen. It's like any moment I'm kind of half watching because something might happen. This is how those like concrete facts, things that are going on out there in the energy, could be possibly influencing the collective consciousness of this planet. We're elevating. You hear about how the consciousness is elevating. If we talk about David Hawkins and the scale of consciousness, remember after 1988, the Earth became more positively polarized than negatively polarized. We went over the level of 220, moving into, as a collective, slightly more, let's call it 51%, but 51% when you take the collective, more positive than negative. And that growth is exponential. It's a long time since 1988. You know, have you ever had that moment where you think that's a long time ago, right? So since then, the collective consciousness of the planet has been growing rapidly. So the veil is thin. And this is one of the theories on how this could link in with Miami, people seeing things, more sightings in the sky, all of that sort of thing. So be open to that and realize that now when you call in this meditation that Roxy's going to take you through, when you call in assistance from your guides, from the ascended masters, from your galactic crew that are here supporting you, like higher consciousness, if you use your free will and you ask and you really set your intention to make this year just an amazing year of change for you as an individual, understand that you may have asked and asked and asked before and you didn't receive, but now you're asking from a different version of you, but also the collective energy of the planet's different as well. So I'd love you to ask with renewed vigor and enthusiasm, because like big things could be really coming for you.
And you would have gone through a big shift through the last few months as well. Yeah. New year, solar solstice, solar flares.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful people. For anyone wanting to leave, you can leave and watch the replay. The replay for the Galactic Ambassadors will be uploaded to the training platform, which you all have access to. So all of the replays will be through there.
Spell out how they do that.
So you would have been given a login and password when you came here for all the new people. If you don't have that, you can reset password off our website, awakening.education. Up in the right corner, there's a portal members area where you click and reset your password there. If you're having issues, just email me and I'll sort you out. But sometimes our emails go into spam, so check there first and then reach out to us. But all of the Galactic Ambassadors replays will be in your training platform. So if you're looking for activations and meditations to do to enlighten yourself, go through and do these activities, because they're very powerful, and it'll help your multidimensional self, training yourself in between our sessions here today. So let's get started, hey? So we'll turn down the cameras and we will get started for our beautiful meditation together. Okay, so we're going to start by closing down the eyes, tuning into your beautiful body, connecting in with yourself in this moment now. Just feeling for a moment where you're at. What does your body feel like when you close down your eyes? Is your mind racing? Is it feeling really comfortable and supported? How do you feel in this moment? Just tuning into the feeling that you're getting. Connecting in deeper, acknowledging your mind. Thank you. Giving thanks, giving blessings to your brain and mind for being sharp and clear, honest and in its truth, giving its blessings, activating more of those mindful parts that aren't activated, giving blessings and wishing your mind well for health, for longevity as you age in this human body. Tuning down, moving into your beautiful jawline, your ears, giving the blessings to your ears, thanking the ears for hearing the sounds of this beautiful creation, this experience here on Earth. And tuning now down into the jaw and the neck, the throat chakra, feeling it and seeing the blue energy center in your mind's eye, connecting and feeling your voice, seeing it balanced and aligned, not understimulated or overstimulated, speaking when it's meant to speak, being a wise soul, listening and then offering your wisdom when it's time, feeling the muscles getting more and more relaxed as you gently connect down to your body consciousness in your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to fully surrender. Feel them drop deeper into the chair or the bed that you're on. Breathing in through the nose now, breathing into the heart. And releasing, letting go out of the mouth. And feeling your body getting more and more relaxed as you give full permission now for your higher self to come down through the top 4 energy centers, if it's not already. Calling your higher self down and into your beautiful sacred chest, your heart portal. Calling that beautiful divine soul, visualizing what you look like in an energy form. Feeling and wrapping your arms around your soul, visualizing this in your mind, feeling what it's like to connect with your soul, your beautiful old soul. Give your soul blessings with your intentions, commanding blessings. You are loved, you are well, you will do well on your journey, giving you all the blessings for a future successful path of love, joy, peace, acknowledgement, excitement, profound intelligence, perhaps, wisdom and knowledge. Tell your soul, giving its blessings, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not giving up. Giving its blessings and love, and feeling your love for your soul, feeling the love of the connection of your higher self, your soul coming down into your heart, and feel it. And with that love frequency together, we're going to just offer a protection and a prayer before we move through our portals. The calling upon the higher self of all the souls present here today, the light workers, the way showers, the old souls that have come to earth and are here right now, willing to step up on the path of ascension as world servers. I'm calling upon my higher self, Roxanne, and calling upon Source, the beautiful divine. We're calling through the ascended masters and the archangels. We also call forth our galactic team of high frequency only. We call upon our planet's Mother Gaia today, and we ask that you hold our body stable and anchored in a deep connection while we transcend through the quantum field to discover future timelines and surprises, excitement that lies ahead on our path. And we ask that this is all done for the highest and the greatest good of all beings here today, and for the highest and the greatest good of this planet, Mother Gaia, planet Earth, the Blue Pearl, and humanity. And we would like you to all visualize a nice golden bubble around your field, putting a bow or cherry on top for detail. Visualizing this as another offering of protection for your auric field and your soul. We're going to remote view out of your body now. We're going to come over to our lands, Australia, along the beaches. We're going to meet you on the white sands of Queensland on the east coast. We'd like you to remote view over and visualize yourself now over on the shores, on the beaches where I am. I want you to feel the sand beneath your toes and your feet. Feel the sun on your face, warming your beautiful body, your light body, your soul that's projected here. We're going to see the beautiful blue turquoise waters Just feeling into and visualizing these things, sharpening your skills. We're going to hear now the beautiful children laughing and playing, enjoying this human experiences on the beaches here. Maybe you can smell sunscreen or seaweed, bringing a sense of scent and smell to your vortex now. Taking a deep breath into this. And now ahead of us, we're going to see 3 portals. They're golden portals. They're forming and materializing. They're 5th dimensional portals with no distortion, only high frequency. So please place a number on each of the portals, 1, 2, and 3, visualizing and seeing this and feeling into this if you're not visual. And through portal number 1, we're going to take a nice quantum step through on the count of 3. And behind the portal, we're going to see behind the veil of something that is installed for you this year. We're not going to create this. We're going to let your higher self show you this in your mental capacity. On the count of 3, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, and step through the portal. Moving through the portal, stepping through time, space, and arriving where the destination is trying to show you. Feeling into the field, not judging anything, waiting for your higher self to show you what it is that you need to see. Feeling, looking, taking a moment now to ask your higher self, what is it that you're trying to show me? What is this place? Be curious. It's a future image, a potential future timeline that you'll walk the path on in high spirits and love and joy, something perhaps you've overlooked. Take a moment now to discover this. And feel the feeling that you feel, tapping into the sensation that this image or this view is trying to show you. What is it? What's the feeling that you're feeling? Is it profound? Is it inner peace, joy, abundance, excitement? Is it so big that you thought, oh my God, is this real? That's good. You're stretching yourself. You're very powerful. You just are remembering. And let's give the blessings of this future timeline. May it be well, may it be happy and smooth flowing into this beautiful timeline that you've observed. We're going to remote view back through the portal now. So visualizing yourself coming back through the number 1 portal, back to the beach where we are all standing and closing and seeing this portal dissolve now. Feeling yourself back on the beach, feeling the sand beneath your toes, the slight breeze, the ocean breeze across your body, Bringing your senses back to this remote viewing place on the field. And looking ahead now at portal number 2 with the number 2 on it, the golden portal. We're going to do the same thing. So setting the intention for your higher self to show you a future timeline. We're going to open the door. We're going to see this significant timeline for you and your own journey. It's a reward for you. So on the count of 3, taking a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Moving through the portal, visualizing yourself flying through the portal, taking a quantum step through, seeing where your feet land, what textures below your feet. What does it feel like you're walking on? What land are you? What country are you in? Perhaps you're in a UFO, a helicopter, a plane, in the waters. Take a moment now and doing the same thing for your higher self to show you your guides. Call your guides in. Call your galactic guides in, your angelic guides, to emphasize this timeline. If you don't quite understand, inquire. What are you trying to show me, higher self? Ask your soul. Can you make these a little bit clearer for me? If it's magical, continue discovering what it is. Might take a moment for the energy to drop in. Good. And now feel the energy that you feel in this moment. How does it feel? We need to remember the vibration of feelings. Because this timeline might shift slightly, but it's going to be the same sensation and experience of feeling. We're here for the feeling vibration. Tap into this feeling, how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel proud, confident? Maybe you feel like a leader. Perhaps it's just a beautiful holiday and it's something that you've been desiring for a long time and it's coming to fruition. Embody this feeling in all parts of your being. Letting it go now. Thanking your higher self for showing you behind the curtain. Stepping back through number 2 portal, back to the sand, back to Mooloolaba Beach where we all are standing. Closing this beautiful portal, this gateway. Seeing it dissolving now. Moving your awareness to number 3. Gate number 3, the last portal, the last surprise for you, the last reward. Let's see what's behind this portal, number 3. We're going to take a big quantum step through on the count of 3. Take a deep breath and visualize yourself moving through, flying through, or stepping through. 1, 2, 3. Opening up the doorways, sitting in neutral and waiting for your mind, your higher self, pictures to come through or the feelings to come through. Don't get discouraged if you're not seeing anything. Just sit. It will drop in when you surrender and let go of any expectations. Start to feel with your hands, if you can't see anything, where you are. Are you in nature? Are you in a building? Maybe ask your higher self what country you're in. You're lost. It's very clear, just embody it and enjoy this little vision, feeling. Smile at it. Give it blessings. Good. And now just taking a nice deep breath to release any attachments to this outcome, to this blessing that's in your future. It's already playing out simultaneously. Take a nice deep breath, breathing in golden light from source, cleansing and purifying and letting go any expectation of these visuals or feelings that you've received today. And letting go. Good. And coming back through the portal now, flying your soul, your higher self, your energy body back through the portal of number 3. Coming back to the beaches where we all are standing in Australia, closing and seeing that portal being dissolved. And knowing that you can come back at any time and do this. The power is yours. You can command anything in your world. Going to go for a swim out to sea and use the water as a portal to get back to your body. So walking out to the water, you might be able to see some other light bodies on the field next to you. Walking out, feeling the waters coming up to your knees now, going out. Going to dive under the water's waves. It's crystal water. It's very beautiful. Our beaches here in Australia. My favorite beach is where we all are. I want you to take a nice cleansing, refreshing, purifying swim underneath the water. Swim deeper and deeper. Like a merman, a mermaid. Perhaps you've experienced an aqua being in a past galactic lifetime. Swimming down through the waters. We're going to come back to your continent now. Finding your way, seeing the shore of the continent that you live in, projecting your light body as you walk up on the shore of the continent that you live. Remote viewing, flying your energy body back to your town, your state, seeing the street that you live on. Finding your home from the aerial perspective, walking back into your body now, coming back through the crown, down through the shoulders, your beautiful torso, your legs. We're going to anchor your beautiful body back in deeply with Pachamama. So I want you to visualize a cord coming from your tailbone, squeezing your butt cheeks together. And seeing this cord going all the way down through the layers of the earth, all the way down to the center of the core of Mother, and wrapping it around anti-clockwise 3 times. Seeing this in your mind, feeling this anchoring 1, 2, 3. Bringing your awareness back up to your body. And just giving thanks to yourself, giving any blessings in this moment, putting into action the education, the sharing of the higher wisdom of the upper worlds that we shared earlier today, sitting in blessing mode for a moment, feeling into everything that you want to bless. Giving and receiving balancing the energy, always giving blessings to balance the reward that you receive along the way. This is how the field works. It has to be in balance in order to receive, but also let go and receive. Giving blessings often, more abundance will be coming your way as you're amplifying your own vortex. Now, starting to finish up your blessing, wiggling and gently opening your eyes, moving your toes, moving your hands, coming back to the third dimension reality.